than Diego's wall.
Hello, Matt and Donna, and hello, world.
Diego, how are you today?
I'm doing good. I'm here in Seattle, Washington, the Microsoft headquarters, in my office, where, as you know, I've been collecting pieces of wisdom on my walls right here for a couple of decades. It's a beautiful decoration with a lot of things that I used to nurture my sense of wonder, but I also use it to share it with others, with you. And today I want to talk about a very special post on the wall, which is actually a frame from a movie that I watched in 1985. The movie was called The Emerald Forest. And it was a movie that didn't win any particular award, but it stayed with me all of these decades. And I have a frame of that picture right here. And the picture is about this North American individual who goes with his family to Brazil, and his 8-year-old son gets lost in the Amazon forest, and he cannot find him. And the son gets adopted by an Aboriginal tribe. And he can only find the son 10 years later when he's about 18. So he goes back, but by that time, the son was assimilated into the Aboriginal tribe, and the son didn't want to go back to his regular life. So this father of the son goes to the chief. This right here is the chief of the tribe, and he says, "You are the chief, you are the boss, so you need to tell my son to come back with me and the family." And the chief says something that blew my mind at the time. He said, check this, he said, "If I tell a tribe member what to do, then I am no longer chief. If I tell a tribe member what to do, then I am no longer chief." This blew my mind because the chief is the boss, the manager, the authority, and he didn't want to control this individual. So this takes me to another post on the wall that is from a book called Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart. And it reads like this. It says, "The best strategy for living seems to be to control what we can without indulging the illusion that we can control everything. Perhaps another way of expressing is through another paradox. We gain maximum control when we relinquish the fantasy of total control." So again, we're trying to walk this line, all of us, between helplessness and omnipotence. We can't control everything. We can control some things, and that's the line we walk. Am I making any sense so far, Matt?
You are, Diego, and as a software developer, Diego, this is really hard for me because I'm used to controlling things by the bit. I have an if statement and I know exactly where my code is going. And so like when I transition into like even like working in a team, it's really hard to give up that control and to just, I guess, trust other people. And I guess
Yes.
how can I do that? How can I be a better teammate in doing that?
Definitely. And you call it because people are not computers, and you can't control people really. I mean, you can control small things, a small life, a small project, but if you want to do something big, be part of a big team, live a rich life, you can't control. You have to give up some of that control, and it's okay because we are afraid. We're afraid of what's going to happen if we give up control, but control is an illusion. And we have to empower each other. That's what we're trying to do at Microsoft, trying to, instead of controlling someone, empowering them. So the call to action would be 3 things. Number 1, when you want to control someone, instead, ask them great questions. Empower them with great questions that they can use to think by themselves and then come to the great conclusions by themselves. That's called empowerment instead of control. Watch the Emerald movie film. I challenge you to find it from 1985. And my biggest piece of advice today is read this book, Too Soon Old, Too Late Smart by Dr. Gordon Livingstone. This is where I found these concepts and many more. You won't regret it. So this is Diego from Microsoft in Seattle, and I'll have more for you next time.
Thank you very much, Diego.